Located in the northeastern province of Misiones, Argentina, WK1's factories are nestled among the beautiful tea fields and red soil that this region is renowned for. Misiones is known for its vast biodiversity and is home to majestic Iguazu Falls, which is considered to be a wonder of the world. In 1974, a young Esteban Vancic purchased his first tract of land on which he would begin planting tea. 10 years later, in 1984, their young family founded a business they called Empro and built a small tea factory to produce tea to be sold on the internal Argentine. Over the years, Esteban worked to acquire more land and increase the production of tea and grow the business. In 2002, Empro expanded and renovated the original tea factory and continued to expand production and growth during the next decade. Esteban's first son, Javier, joined the business during this expansion, and Empro continued its growth and began to expand to other markets, such as Chile. In 2015, Javier's eldest son Gaston joined the business and initiated the first Rainforest Alliance certification. With Gaston now on board, the third generation of the business became a reality. Year after year, Esteban dedicated his life to improve his factory and acquired more land to take advantage of the economy of scale. In 2016, Nicholas Benaghi and the Vancic family partnered and merged their businesses under the umbrella of WK1, with the vision of increasing opportunity and growth to expand to larger markets in the USA and Europe. In the past 4 years, they have worked hard to assemble a strong team. WK1 now prides itself on being a 3-generation family-run tea company whose deep understanding of tea growing and production in Argentina is supported by a knowledgeable and loyal team of employees who are dedicated to producing the highest quality product while upholding their commitment to agriculture, food safety, and social and community responsibility. And these commitments are woven into everything they do. WK1 owns 275 hectares of their own estates. They also work with a group of loyal producer partners with whom they have had relationships for more than 30 years. They do not just purchase from their producers, they are heavily involved in all aspects of field management, assisting in agricultural practices, education, and crop care. WK1 considers all those they work with to be their partners. WK1 is greatly invested in the sustainability of tea in Argentina, and they have built their lives on it. Their core principles include the preservation of ecosystems, protection of wildlife and water resources, soil conservation, safe land use practices, as well as waste disposal management. WK1 leverages industry-leading agricultural practices that promote crop care and environmental conservation and have been Rainforest Alliance certified for many years. Green leaf is harvested using the mechanized techniques common to Argentina. Harvested leaf is then brought to the factory via clean transport and received at the factory. Each reception is diligently recorded to ensure full traceability, and protocols are in place to ensure safe and hazard-free reception of green leaf and to eliminate any possibility of contamination. Green leaf must be fresh and free of weeds or other materials, and any lots that do not meet this standard are rejected. Any rejections of raw materials are recorded on the receiving forms and field controls carried out and corrective action taken with the producers. WK1 is currently capable of receiving 75,000 kilograms of green leaf at a time. Chemical withering lasts for 24 hours at an average temperature of 27 degrees centigrade in a natural forced air environment. During physical withering, pictured here, The tea runs through troughs for approximately 3 hours at a temperature of about 30 degrees centigrade, using forced heated air where moisture is further reduced. During this time, the moisture in the leaves is reduced to approximately 76%. Tea then passes through a rolling process and is cut using rotor vanes. The oxidation process then lasts for approximately 1 hour and 15 minutes at a temperature ranging from 25 to 29 degrees centigrade, where the tea passes along a bed through a natural forced air environment. The tea then passes through a dryer at a minimum temperature of 95 degrees centigrade to a maximum temperature of 125 degrees centigrade for a period of 28 minutes. Internal dryer temperatures are controlled and monitored electronically with alarm systems and constantly diarized to ensure these established critical limits are maintained to ensure hazard control for a consistently safe product. The dried tea is then sorted through a number of mesh screens which separate the tea into various grades. During this process, electrostatic rollers are used to collect the fiber. The teas are then sampled and sent to the lab to be cupped for quality and measured for dust, density, and moisture, and this information is recorded. At every step along the way, quality is top of mind to ensure that all teas are meeting the required standards for a consistent product. These prepared lots and grades are then labeled for traceability before they are stored prior to blending and packing. Quality samples are kept on site for every lot, and every lot can be traced back 100% to Greenleaf Farm or farmer from where it came. The secured sacks of graded, sorted tea are then transported 25 kilometers from the production factory at Los Helechos to the blending and packing facility at General Alvear. Clean transport is ensured and each load is received and recorded for traceability purposes, and the route is timed from outgating at Los Helechos to ingating at Alvear. Tea is then blended to required specifications before packing. Blended teas are then tasted for quality control, and dust and density are recorded. All records are kept to ensure full traceability. WK1 have long-standing community relationships, and as a local employer with 57 employees, they provide safe working conditions, fair and equitable labor practices, equal opportunities, fair living wages, and the protection of the health and safety of all their workers. The teas pass over a series of magnets to control any foreign metal object hazards. These magnets are cleared before every shift, and this calibration is diarized and records kept. Any deviations and corrective measures are also diarized. Teas are then packed in food-grade 4-ply paper sacks, and sacks are squared up and palletized on clean and certified treated wooden pallets. The sacks are labeled by grade, lot, contract, product numbers, or any other required contractual markings. Pallets are then banded, strapped, and shrink-wrapped to guarantee product arrives safely and securely at its destination. While awaiting shipping, pallets are stored in proper zones and away from direct light and any moisture. At the time of container loading, Customs attends at site to monitor the loading of the product into the container. All containers go through a rigorous inspection to ensure clean transport. Pallets are loaded and the seal is placed on the container by Customs at loading. This seal will travel with the container all the way to its destination. These seal numbers also appear on the paperwork and bill of lading, so every shipment can be tracked from loading to arrival at its intended destination, which ensures safe transport and prevents adulteration. This sealed container is then taken by truck to Buenos Aires, where it will be loaded onto its ocean vessel for its voyage. In 1998, Empro donated their first piece of land in Los Helechos so some employees could build their homes there. They are involved in supporting local schools with needed supplies in both Alvear and Los Helechos and assisting in the education of the children of their employees.
Hello, my name is Nicolas Binaghi and I'm the CEO of WK1. Since I was young, I have had a strong connection with Misiones. I spent many summers here and as a child, and I make lifelong friends that I still have to this day. My life has taken me many places, and after spending 9 years in New York City, working in merger and acquisition, I returned to Argentina to follow my spirit of being an entrepreneur to develop community business. My next natural move was to look to Misiones, a place where I have always seen a myriad of opportunities. It is such a unique place with such biodiversity and rich culture. I met the Bancic family and we immediately aligned in our mutual values of respect, honor, and a desire to always learn, improve, and grow. These mutual feelings grew into an interest of working together to create a larger opportunity for growth, and our merger was a natural extension of that. After working together for 4 years, we have organized a strong team, a strong business, and we are really proud of. I'm a huge proponent of a team building, and I believe each person can bring a unique talents to the team. We are nothing without each other. Stronger foundation and values are key to communities improving themselves and evolving. WK1 is committed to being a responsible custodian to the community and the environment, and the growing a stronger team is the hope of having more opportunities to share our little piece of Misiones with the world.